Tenacity and intention. These are nouns that have always been part of my character, no matter how good or bad I was at something. But the utilization of them had completely shifted after I graduated college. I grew up in a household where we had to work for what we wanted, so being an athlete came super natural. Tell me to do something and I will do it the best I can, no matter how many tries it takes. So that of course carried into college, where I was fortunate enough to receive a softball scholarship and continue this passion for fitness, or what I thought was fitness. Not that being a college athlete wasn't fitness, but I also was naturally really good at softball when I was younger, so if I put the work in, the progress and results were eventually guaranteed to come. So my journey really began after I was done with my 4 years of ball. I had 1 more year left of school to finish, and that's when fitness really started for me. I would say the thing that I do most when it comes to my fitness career and fitness journey personally is just keeping track, staying self-aware, and working my freaking butt off. The complementation and combination of all three of those are what has helped me achieve what I have to this day. And that's what I use to connect to people, to connect to my clients and to the people around me. First, you have to find what you want. You have to figure it out. Then you have to make a plan to get there. And then you have to follow steps and experiment by keeping track of what you do along the way there. You have to work your absolute hardest and harder than you did the day before. And then you gotta reassess and check yourself to make changes along the way if need be, to make sure you're still making progress, or if not, then you make the changes. I always tell my clients when people ask me, how did you get to where you are, or how long is it going to take for me to get there? The time is totally dependent on you. It's in the choices that we make every single day when we wake up. In regard to my clients, I always say it never gets easier, because as you get better, stronger, and faster, I will make it harder and harder every single time you come and see me. To people around me that aren't my clients, when they ask me advice on nutrition or exercise, I ask what they're currently doing. And whatever they're currently doing, do better than that. But remember, in life, even when you achieve your ultimate goal and have everything you want, and as you get better, life will get harder. You will have to deal with more. So just like you fight that burn in the gym that you feel when you're lifting that weight and you want to stop at that number when you haven't reached your rep number yet, just like you fight that burn in the gym, you take that fight and you fight life right back. I remember the feeling I felt when I realized I had to develop my own routine. I had to formulate a new routine, an unfamiliar one, of me not being told what to do, but instead me actually being able to decide what I want to do. I tell myself to work out, thinking that part is going to be easy, being a former college athlete. But that's also when I realized I had no idea what I was doing and I felt lost. After college, I graduated with a biology chemistry degree, and I worked for a nutritional supplement company, continuing my fitness journey. At this point, I had learned so much about who I am and had so much going for me. I had a career that guaranteed my future. I was on this awesome fitness journey that had gotten me in better shape than I actually was when I was an athlete. But I still wasn't fulfilled and I felt stuck. I wanted to help people achieve their goals with all the things I was learning, and I couldn't because I had a full-time job. And I also hit a plateau in my fitness, which is where that feeling of being stuck was really coming from. So that's when I quit my job, moved to my mom's, and pursued a career in fitness to help people and to keep growing me. And that's really where fitness really began. I began coaching and helping people through their fitness journey, but I knew the only way to really keep doing that and getting better at that was to help myself, so that's what I did. As I continued my journey, life was still life and it wasn't easy. I fell a ton of times and then I got right back up. I was in pain, I was in anger, and I was in sadness from all the hits that I was taking from life. So in helping myself, I optimized the fitness part of my life and decided to train for a bodybuilding competition, which magnified my fitness journey by adding this goal of stepping on stage and achieving this physical look that I wanted to achieve. So I trained hard and consistent until I achieved my goal. Then after my show, I again didn't feel fulfilled, and this is what I use to connect to my clients and everyone around me. The physique I worked for and mindset I've grown to have with my passion for fitness is what I use to help people transition their lives, because fitness is much more than a goal. I set fitness goals because I want to. I think they're fun. It's fun for everyone else depending on whatever they want to do, and it helps me grow. But my passion for fitness is not in the result that I focus on in achieving my goals, but in the journey that I go through to get to my goals. The training and dieting helped me transform my body physically, but the mental and social side of my life was where I probably grew the most. Fitness is a part of your life you choose to do, like anything you choose to do in life, and the more you want out of it, the more you have to put in it. If you want to keep getting better, you have to do so much more than a workout routine and a nutrition plan. You still have to take the hits life throws at you, and you still have to step forward. You still have to go work out, and you still have to follow that nutrition plan with all of that happening. You have to get yourself to go do something on the days you don't want to. You have to grab that weight that's 2 to 5 pounds more than the one you originally thought to grab. You have to go those few extra days not giving yourself that piece of food you were craving. You have to have consistency and discipline, but you also have to have intention and self-awareness at the same time. You have to be aware in who you are to know what you want. You have to know what you're willing to do and then commit to yourself that you're going to do it. And then you have to develop a formula and establish a plan to get there and establish a plan to get there. And that's what fitness did for me. My weeks vary week to week with how busy I get. Being an entrepreneur, I definitely have to manage my time wisely. I would say time management is probably the most important thing in my life when it comes to having that balance that we need. Nutrition-wise, I typically do intermittent fasting. My times kind of vary again based on, I guess, how my days go really as well. You know, depending on when I stop eating the day before is when I start to eat the next day, so on and so forth. And some days I really listen to my body and I don't fast. There was about a year and a half where I intermittent fasted every single day. So I will do it on and off every now and then, but a lot of what I do, I just listen to my body. I have the same exact breakfast every single day. It's a mixture of egg whites, turkey sausage, spinach, sweet potatoes. I love it. I never get sick of it. I'll top it with some sugar-free ketchup. And there's always a protein bar and a smoothie that I'll have throughout the day as well that stay pretty consistent. Smoothie usually has some spinach and oats and avocado in it to give me my macros. And my lunches and dinners also vary week to week depending on what I want and what I'm craving, because I like to meal plan and menu plan. Everything I do is very procedure and formulation based, where I plan ahead of time. The reason why I'm able to do this is because of everything I've learned, but also I personally follow macros nutrition-wise. Very relatable in kind of whatever scenario you're at, you know, following numbers the best you can. So that's why I can have my food vary. Every day I always have coffee. It's my obsession. Sometimes I'll have two. And I always drink tons of water. Water is super important. It's really all I drink. Every now and then I'll have some carbonated water, maybe a glass of wine. I do something active every day of the week. I have about one recovery day of myofascial release. That's really the day I like to work on flexibility. I definitely put my body through hell in the gym, so I really try to stay on recovering, stretching, rolling out my muscles. Other than that, I strength train about 4 to 5 days a week. It usually consists of some pretty isolated weight training, but I do include some HIIT training lately, especially because my cardio is lightened up. I only do cardio about 2 times a week now. I do like a long distance run, and I also do some indoor spinning. I always think in future me, because that's what matters. Making choices that give you a result that you're wanting tomorrow is how I think when I make a decision. I know what makes me feel good and I know what makes me feel bad, but fitness totally changed how I perceive what I feel so much differently.